There's the ribbon. This is where I just did the last pop-up with Vic Henley. We had some of their fine fried chicken. What's up, Paul? Morning. Walking to another meeting. Might as well show you some of New York. The Dakota. If you saw the movie Vanilla Sky, I believe the opening scene is Tom Cruise driving out of this parking garage. And he took a left towards the park. The Dakota is also where they filmed Rosemary's Baby. Good luck. What's up, Jim from St. Louis? How are you, buddy? What's up, Gio? And then, of course, the Dakota is most famous for John Lennon. I'm in traffic to show you this shit. Oh, now I'm getting squeezed out. Getting squeezed out. Getting squeezed out. There you go. I'm in the middle of the road to show you where John Lennon was shot. People will literally take pictures and videos of this spot all day long. And I forget which apartment Lennon and Yoko Ono lived in, but it's one of those on the corner. Hope you appreciate that. That's me in the middle of traffic. That's where John Lennon was shot. Moving on. Got the farmers waiting for the bus. Even when I had no money in New York City, I never jumped on a bus. Everyone on their stupid phones. Morning. You're 3 blocks from the Dakota. So you see the people just taking pictures and videos all day long. I got a few minutes. I might as well show you Strawberry Fields. Is the spot where he was killed open to traffic? Yes. That's 72nd Street and Central Park West. Thank you, Bob. Looking forward to getting back. The problem is where and when. Ugh. Morning, Sean. There you go. What's up, New Zealand? How are you? Christina? Weather's nice today. I want to listen to this guy for a minute, but I gotta get to this meeting. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Thank you.
1, I lost my job, but I still could give you a few bucks, sir.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. I did too.
You lost your job? What did you do?
I'm a set dude.
You what?
I build sets.
Who'd you work with?
Photographers.
Right. It's tough out there.
Nah, I'm old though. I'm 68, so.
Nah, you're not old. The playing's amazing, brother.
Thank you.
Carry on. Well, let's look at the Imagine. See, everyone just... I just photobombed the shit out of that picture. So this is Strawberry Fields. You are loved. You are loved. Oh, now they have this. I didn't know that. Free celebrity audio guide, Strawberry Fields, narrated by Yoko Ono. Select one to listen. But she just screams in your ear the whole time. You can do it. You can do it.
Yeah.
Top of the hill's right there. You got this, sir. Right there. You can do it. That wasn't an Asian accent. It's nice and quiet in the park today. Alright, which way should I go? Oh, you know what? I know what I'll do. Yeah, so I'm off to another meeting. This will be my I met with ICM. I had a great meeting with Twitch yesterday. They're looking to expand their business. And then today's meeting. It's just a lot of ass licking. Good one, Joe. Loser. Please, please, not terrestrial. I will be honest with you, WABC here in New York. The word's been getting out, so I could talk about it. They're very interested in having the show. Look at that. Look at that shit right there. I'm not sure if Michael Douglas and Bono live in that one or a little further up. Oh, there's the Dakota. Again. They got some interesting opportunities at ABC. Not necessarily just a regular radio show, I could say that. But to be completely honest, they're not going to do anything for another 2 or 3 months. I don't know if I could wait another 2 or 3 months. I got to get back doing this shit. Dan Keaton and Bette Midler in that building? There's someone that knows a little more than me. Thank you. Well, see, here's the problem. I wouldn't mind a terrestrial show as a base. The show would have to be available for everybody because we have a national audience now. And then on top of that, I would do a separate podcast to do all the stuff I wouldn't be able to do on terrestrial. And then there's a whole video element that we're working out. Thus the meeting with Twitch. You're being tame to people. I'm not an animal. I'm not an animal, my brothers. I like to fuck around, but I'm not an animal. This is the world famous sheep meadow. Been in a million movies and commercials. It's called sheep meadow because back in the day, the sheep would graze in that field. Now we're almost at the finish line of the New York City Marathon. Pretty much right there. Right there. That's Tavern on the Green. Legendary place that they just redid. Fixed up nicely. You're a dragon, be a dragon. It's tiring to be an asshole all the time. It's a cool view. You see the tall building on the right? That's actually now the second tallest building in New York City. I think that's the one, yeah. It's the Freedom Tower, then it's that building, and then it's the Empire State Building. But that became quietly the second tallest building in New York without much fanfare. Twitch is a gaming platform that is having huge success, and then Amazon got involved. I believe they paid like $1 billion for the platform, and you've seen it. It's people, you know, online playing games, and everyone checks it out. But they got some ideas of extending the building, extending the platform. Jesus, I'm looking at this building. I got distracted. Who wants to tell me what that building is famous for? Wait, is that the one? Yeah, right? Who wants to tell me what that building is famous for? Twitch is becoming very politically correct. No, there you go, Joe. We got a winner. That's the Ghostbusters building. But they did some old school CGI to make the building taller in the movie. No, I wouldn't go to Twitch to fucking play games for everybody. Although that would be hilarious. Because I suck. Yes, we got the answer, Lance. Ghostbusters. Some of the comments. Bravo. Guy's jogging and on his phone. Morning, sir. I'll be out here later on my bike. There's another shot of the Ghostbusters building coming up. There you go. These baseball fields have been in a ton of movies. Maybe someone could help me out. I know an episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm was filmed there. Coming up on the right. Oh wait, or was it right around here? No, I think it was a little further down. A fucking tree fell. This was only about a month ago. Mom protects her kids. I think she was walking with 2 or 3 of her kids. Tree fucking hit her and she's now paralyzed. The tree just fell out of nowhere. I don't think they were in the park when it was storming or any of that shit. But that happens like once or twice a year where one of these big trees will just fall. Anyway, she's like paralyzed. It was a horrible, horrible, tragic story. I think she's now suing the city for like $250 million. I don't know what happened to my... Oh, there you go. Okay. My comments were fucked up for a minute, so I apologize. I'll go back to that too. When are we done with our walk? Suing for $200 million. Okay. She got $5 million? Horrible story. All right, Daniel, Jesus. Daniel wrote, "There's a tree on my mom. Linger longer." Apple Music, nothing. Spotify said no, they wouldn't even take a meeting. TuneIn has been pretty interesting. We've had a couple meetings with them. Mike A! Michael Pelka checking in. What's going on, Mike? I miss you, brother. Come to New York so we can do another pop-up. Yep, Stunt Brain's in the room. TuneIn is pretty cool. I actually got that through my Sonos, and look, it has to be said, there's not much difference musically between TuneIn and SiriusXM. And although that comes from a bitter place, it's also true. But SiriusXM is going to live and die with Howard Stern. Whatever, that's their fucking business plan. Where would you love to work if you had the choice? That's Michael. I don't know, Michael. That's sort of what I'm finding out going through this process and taking a lot of meetings. There's no one or two really, really, really good places. I'm starting to think that I might have to just do the whole thing myself. And just push the show out to as many places as possible. Stunt Brain needs a job. He's worse than us following you wherever you go. Me and Stunt Brain are friends. And if I could work it out, I would have Stunt Brain on my new show in a second. In a second. Hope he doesn't need money. I would move to Boston tomorrow, Tim. Tomorrow. Never forgot about Boston. What's up, Joanne? How are you? If you're just tuning in, I'm walking off to another meeting. Podcast and Patreon. I don't necessarily need the money, but we all love money and want more money. But I definitely want as many ears and eyes checking out the new show as possible. That's why I'm not sure it's the way to go is to start a podcast and make people pay for it. Nothing against Anthony because he's been successful with that, but I think it just keeps your numbers down. Although his numbers are good, because now I'm going to have to deal with the assholes for saying that. Yeah, Anthony's numbers are good. I think if I did do the podcast, I would hope the advertisers will, pay for most of it. The startup costs, the operational costs, paying some of my guys, and taking a taste for myself. Whoa, that was close. My life sucked right now. Imagine being part of the puppet mobile. Yes, I'm hanging out with Carl all the time. Carl's out in Northern California right now with Guy Fieri filming some shit for the Food Network. Finally leaving the park. That guy's miserable. She's got a map of Central Park. That's not good. Let's check out the Poet's Walk. Let's check out the Great South Lawn, where Simon and Garfunkel performed back in the day. You miss Larry? Yeah, I miss Larry. Thanks, Rick. The kids are great. Just dropped them off at school. They're doing good. Shit, where am I going? I know what I can do. How long have I been on this damn thing? People hate when they're too long. I'll walk by the Trump building. Then maybe call it a day at that point. Where's Lady Di? She was in a home last we checked. I'll never forget the day she called in. I was still doing the show with Jimmy, and it was deeply depressing. She thought she was on a Navy ship in the middle of the ocean. Haven't heard about what's going on with her since. But she's not in a good place. Thanks, General Rasmussen. Oh, what's up, General Rasmussen? How are you, buddy? You're off to a meeting too? Good luck to you. It's at the Home Alone joint. No, the Home Alone joint is down here, the plaza. We'll pass the plaza. Oh, Jenny. All right. Sorry. Okay. Would love the inside scoop or scope of you interviewing George Carlin. Probably one of the greatest days of my professional career. We got to hang with George Carlin a couple times. And then we were, I don't want to oversell it, but we exchanged emails and we would email back and forth a little bit. He was a huge fan of the news teasers that we used to do on the Opie and Anthony show. And how our emailing back and forth started. He reached out to me. He wanted me to send a bunch of those news teasers. You know, the over-the-top news teasers. Barstool Sports, Kyle. We reached out to Barstool. I actually love what they're doing. Wanted to see if they were willing to expand a bit, because I'm not a huge sports guy, obviously. They showed an absolute interest, and then said they were going to push it upstairs to their CEO. And complete honesty today, we haven't heard from them in about 2 weeks, so I don't know. I don't know if they were just bullshitting us or what, but either way, I like what they're doing. Really like what they're doing. Opie and Boomer. Yeah, I saw last night Craig Carton handed in his resignation letter. That was just a technicality. They were getting rid of him. They wanted him to go out on his own terms. I hope my old friend is okay. We worked back together at AW. I was trying to remember the year. I think it was like 2000. Somewhere around there. He was always good to me. He was nice. But I don't think I'm going to be doing the boomer thing. We gave it a shot. Catcher in the Rye, anyone? Catcher in the Rye? Anyone? Anyone? Call the cops. I'm not allowed to bike on the sidewalk. All right, how many minutes are we up to? I don't want to like push this. I want to try to get to Trump Tower. Can someone tell me what time it is? I gotta be somewhere at 9:45. I'll tell you how stupid I am. I actually put a comedy tour on hold through ICM. Met with them after our successful comedy dates in New York and Philly. And I had an offer to go to the Wilbur Theater. You could check in with Bill Blumenreich if you don't believe me. And it was a great deal. And I'm not gonna lie to you, when they fired me, I kind of got really bummed out. So I put a hold on the comedy tour. And I said, look, I think it would be tough to sell out the Wilbur Theater without an actual radio show. And to the credit of the people at ICM, they're like, we have no doubt you can sell it out no matter what. But I said, why don't we just put it on hold? So not sure if that same offer would be still available, but we'll see. Here's the Park Plaza. Featured in Home Alone. Home Alone 2, right? With stupid Donald Trump in the lobby. Anyone else read that article where Donald Trump insisted if you filmed in one of his buildings that he had to be in it as a cameo? Jesus, someone needs a sports bra. That's why they filmed that really awkward scene with Donald Trump in the lobby of the plaza. Had nothing to do with the movie. That whole thing was about taking care of his ego, stroking his narcissism. Oh, by the way, for the O&A fans, the plaza is also where we got kicked out. Oh man, I gotta tell you this story. Hold on. So back in the day, this stupid Howard Stern, we were working at NEW. Here's the front of the Park Plaza, and Howard was doing a press conference for his TV show. What was it called? Son of a Beach or something like that. Another one of his projects that failed miserably, by the way. But he's the king of all media. So me and Anthony decided with our guys that we were going to go to the press conference. So we went during lunch, or before our show at NEW. I think it was around lunchtime. So we were in there, and they were getting ready for the press conference. Me and Anthony were sitting in the back row. And then word got out that we were there, and people started coming up to us. And a lot of the Howard people actually were like, we're big fans, but are you guys going to do anything? And me and Anthony were like, no, we're actually here just to check it out. Because back then we were actually trying to play nice with Howard because we were working for the same company. And long story short, we're like, why isn't this press conference starting? And it's getting later and later. Me and Anthony grabbed sandwiches. We're sitting in the back. We're like, what the fuck, man? And we truly weren't going to do anything. I would love to say we were, because that's a better story, but we honestly just went to check it out and maybe, you know, show him like we all could be cool. Don't need to work together or any of that shit, but we could at least be cool if we work for the same company. So then we get a tap on the shoulder by security guys and like, come with me. and they walked us out of the plaza. At that point, right in front here was a limo. Howard Stern was waiting in his fucking limo until we got kicked out of the press conference. He basically, it's not basic because I know, because he called up my general manager, Ken Stevens at the time, screaming at him going, get those fucking guys out of the plaza. And then he told the other people, I'm not going in there until those guys are removed. True story. And then we got in a ton of trouble, even though we swore that we were not going to do anything. What's up, Boris? This is a pretty cool walking tour. There's where Trump lives when he's in New York. Way at the top. Joyce, I do have a meeting, relax. That's where Trump lives in New York. What's up, Chris? What's up, Kelly? How are you? Thank you, Ron. Want to see a dog's asshole? All right. True, Clarence. First of all, he gave himself the nickname King of All Media, and he truly has not lived up to that. Yes, he's successful, yes. He hasn't even embraced social media properly, or new media. Doesn't even have a TV element anymore. I heard because he's greedy. It's where the Trumpster lives. Thank you, Todd, digging the live feed. Appreciate it. All right, we're going to shut it off in a second. Just want to walk past Trump to see if there's any lunatics out today. Feel better, sir. Let's figure it out. Someone just said, wow, how far are you walking? Well, my meeting was pushed about 15, 20 minutes late. So instead of taking a subway, I said, you know what, I might as well walk. Here's the front of Trump Tower. Hi, Daniel. It's a parking lot, sir. Yeah. Are you a Trump supporter? Rude and rude. There you go. There you go. Honestly, thanks for saying best of luck, but today is a not much meeting. It's more of a, this is where we're at, bullshit meeting, to be honest with you. I hate bullshit meetings. All right, guys. There you go. The Trumpster. He had some interesting meetings yesterday, the Trumpster. Now he's starting to piss off Republicans and his base. Like I said on Twitter, if he doesn't build that wall, his base is going to lose it. He's Fort Daca now. He should be. In the end, I think it's something like 12%. 12% of the American people want to kick the DACA people out of the country. 12%, that's it. Alright guys, I'm babbling. Gotta know when to stop this shit. I'll check in maybe later. If not, have a good day. Bye-bye.